Okay, let's go ahead and learn how do you manage the Azure with PowerShell. So in this video, we will see how you can control the Azure resources with PowerShell and what are the prerequisites your laptop must have. Well, I'll be using this server that I just created in the cloud um, to install my PowerShell modules. I'll not be using my laptop, but in your case, you can use your laptop or any other device. Now I'll click on Start and launch PowerShell from here. You can either launch PowerShell or PowerShell ISC. I always prefer PowerShell ISC, so I will launch that because it's like a debugger and I've got a lot of other options to manage my PowerShell better. So I'm just waiting for this to launch, but the bare minimum requirement is that you must have PowerShell version 5 and above. Microsoft recommends 5.1. Now I've got this extra pane there, just in case you don't get it, make sure that you have this checkbox so you'll get this additional pane. To check the PowerShell version, I'll type this command called $ps version table, and then it should tell me the PowerShell version right here. I got 5.1, so that's 5.1, so I don't have to worry. Just in case you don't get this one, you got anything lower than this, you can download the Windows Management Framework, and you can download it from here, https://aka wmf5 download. I also put that in the resources in your course, so you can pick it up from there, or it's a small command, you can just type it there as well. Download it, install it, and then run this command. Once you are at this version, you can log in right to the portal by using this command, login -Azure RM, login-Azure RM, and then run this. The difference between this and this is that if you click on this one, it will execute all 5 lines, 6 lines. But if I hit this one, it will execute just the line where my cursor is blinking, or if I highlight this, it will execute just that. Let me do that. Login-Azure RM is not a recognized command, so we are in trouble here. Let's see, how do I fix it? Errors are always good. Say login-Azure RM. Well, it's not able to take that because I do not have the module installed on my machine, right? So I first gotta have the modules of PowerShell installed. So to install that, so install -Azure RM. Oh, sorry, install -module Azure RM, and then click this one. Let's see what it does. It's gonna connect to the internet and then download the packages for us. And it takes a lot of time to do that, right? So it will take a considerable amount of time to download that, so you just gotta be patient. Make sure that you got good internet connectivity. Just give it some time. Okay, you are installing this from an untrusted repository, that's fine. Alright, so it has started. So it's downloading. Keep watching this once to what it is doing. Azure RM.API management, Azure RM Insights, Azure Backup, Azure Storage, Azure Virtual Machine, Azure Billing. It's gonna install the module for every resource that you may be provisioning in AWS, so in Azure. So let's just give it some time and it should be ready. It all depends on internet bandwidth. The only reason I chose this server here, 137.117.64.13, because this is created in the cloud, and in the cloud I've got unlimited bandwidth. So the bandwidth at your home may not be a roadblock in any case. So that's one of the reasons why I chose cloud-based servers. Otherwise, if you don't have any bandwidth bottlenecks, you can always do that on your home-based PCs, launch PowerShell, and make sure that you got Windows Framework, Windows PowerShell 5.1, and run that command called, it's hiding here, install -module Azure RM, and that's it. I'll wait for this to get completed. Let's go back and look at these errors. If you can see this, yeah, see this error here is self-explanatory. So whenever you look at these errors, do not panic, right? Always read this message, and you will always have the solution in the message. It says the term login-azure arm is not recognized by this computer. That means it doesn't know what that is. So that gives us the direction that, hey, I gotta have this commandlet installed on my computer to have it recognized. So that's where this thing rings a bell. You gotta have the module installed. So now that I've got the module installed, let's try to log in, right? Azure, login-azure rm account, and now it should give me a pop-up to type my user ID and password. Now look at this. Windows has this nasty habit of popping up all the time because it has something called as IE enhanced security enabled. So it's going to keep giving that. So I'm going to close this, ignore that, and then disable the IE security enhanced policy by going to the server manager. And how do I go to server manager? Well, just click on start and right here, server manager, and then you'll get this. When your home-based PCs like Windows 7 or 10, you won't get that pop-up. It's just on the servers that you get it. So right here under IE enhanced security configuration, I'll click on and then set this to off, and that should take care of it. I'll run this command one more time. It gives me that one more time, so I'll just add it once. That's it. Okay, there's a error here. So basically these settings did not go through properly, so let's go and verify if it has actually picked up those settings. It's always good to trust, but verify. Okay, IE security configuration, it is set to off. Alright, so let's run it again. Okay, so that's that. So this time it did not give me a pop-up, so I have to type my Azure account, which is this ANAND8291@outlook.com. So I'll do that, ANAND8291@outlook.com, and then type in my password. And if my user ID and password is correct, then it will let me in. So it's helping me do that. So I just I can do that. I'll just put my email address there. Okay. Okay, looks like they sent a code. I'll just quickly check my phone. This is good. This is for multi-factor authentication. It may happen with you, it may not happen with you, but looks like I'm the chosen one here. It's only because they want to verify authentication is happening from a different geographical location. So alright, I'm logged in. Enter password. Did you see that? So I'm logged in. It says that that's my account, that's my free trial, and then that's my subscription ID, etc. Now I can create machines here, create storage and everything, whatever I want to provision. Moving forward, when we create virtual machines, I'm also going to show you how do you create virtual machines with PowerShell and the cloud and CLI, etc. But for now, what you got to remember is that the PowerShell version must be 5.1. So once you got this, if you don't have this, you'll get it from here, and then once that is ready, install the module, run this command to see if that works. That's all.